Are the Los Angeles Chargers really thinking about making a trade for Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown? Apparently their private plane was in Philadelphia yesterday. I'm not sure why else they would be there unless they're trying to talk to the Eagles about a deal, but we shall see. I got a video here from the directors, and I'm sure you guys know who he is. Go check him out if you don't. But he's speculating that maybe that's why the Chargers are in Philadelphia. And we're going to see what he has to say. Now, before we do get into it, first of all, I'd like to welcome you back to the Charged Up podcast. My name's Dan. And please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really does help grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much for that. So let's have a look at what the director has to say here, and then we'll talk about it.
A.J. Brown to the Bolts rumors still brewing? All right, y'all, I see the commotion on social media. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. So, rumor has it that the Bolts private plane made a stop in Philly very recently, which has re-sparked fan speculation that A.J. Brown may be on his way to L.A. Yes, in the end, it's all speculation, but honestly, there's a breadcrumb trail here to follow for sure. And this is where I have to start piecing together the different narratives that may suggest the Chargers are really preparing to make a blockbuster move here. First off, I'll remind you that the Chargers were very much so a massive player in the Alec Pierce sweepstakes earlier this offseason. It's even rumored that the Chargers may have offered the top bid to lure Pierce away from Indianapolis, which of course didn't work. We also heard rumors of the Chargers' interest in Mike Evans, Jalen Naylor, and yes, of course, A.J. Brown, who, by the way, said L.A. was one of his preferred trade destinations. And trade rumors existed well before he was linked to the Chargers. It seems he's ready to move on, but the Eagles are not going to make it easy. Rumors suggest that Philadelphia is seeking a first-round pick in return for Brown, which we all know would make Joe Ortiz's head explode. Well, I think an interesting wrinkle has developed in that arena. Since Brown wasn't moved before the draft, we're now looking at a 2027 or other future year pick in return. And it's no secret that the 2027 class looks exceptional. I think the Chargers may be able to navigate a trade without having to offer a first rounder due to the strength of the class. A second rounder and change might actually get things done. Next is...
Now that's interesting, because I don't like trading first round picks. Don't really like trading seconds either, but a second and a conditional fourth or a fifth or something like that, or maybe a second next year and then a fourth the year after that. Would that be enough to get it done? That's interesting.
The money. Many speculate Brown wouldn't be moved until after June 1st. This is because a trade after that date drastically lowers their cap hit. And with June 1st now just over a week away, yeah, it seems a bit coincidental that the Bolts would be meeting with Philly at this particular time. In the end, the Chargers have been aggressively hunting a true X-receiver. Brown wants out of Philly. He likes Los Angeles, and the post-June 1st date is almost here. It all kind of lines up. But they could have easily just stopped in Philly for a cheesesteak or something. Who knows? All we can do is follow the breadcrumbs, and they suggest this is something worth following. Would you guys pull the trigger on an A.J. Brown trade? Let me know.
So here's the thing. At that price, if it really is like a second and a conditional fourth or something, I would heavily consider it. First, I think without this team proving that they are a contender, and I know we're all excited, as we should be, this team does look like they're going to be very good. But I don't want to give up assets unless I know, like, hey, we're an A.J. Brown away from being a Super Bowl contender, then fine, you got to do what you got to do. I was thinking, hey, let's wait until the trade deadline to see where we are and pick up a receiver then. But then again, maybe a guy of this caliber isn't there. It's tough to kind of navigate this, but if the price is right, maybe you do pull the trigger on this, and maybe you say, hey, A.J. Brown, come on over. It's very interesting to see what is actually going to happen with this and how this develops as of June 1st. We'll see if he goes to New England or wherever, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we should be pursuing A.J. Brown? Are you convinced that with an A.J. Brown, this team is now a Super Bowl contender? Remember, we have a lot of question marks, and we haven't had any success in the playoffs. But if you're sure that this guy pushes you over the top, I think you go and do it. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Please do not be shy. Thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly with a new one.